I just think that there's become this unfortunate stigma about injectables that it's as simple as going to go get your nails done or get your hair done, where we're just walking into any clinic and just signing up for the best deal.
A lot of people say that these med spas are more about making money than it's about safety. What do you have to say on that?
I don't necessarily disagree, and I think that might be a very controversial take from someone who owns a medical spa. There are a lot of nurse injectors within Toronto, just even within the GTA, who are very true to the values of being good practitioners. And however, there are a lot of chains and franchise clinics and ones where they'll offer extremely cheap rates just to get clients in the door. And I will say I don't necessarily trust that all the time, because I've gotten a lot of clients who've come from those places with bad results or undesired results. So they're finding that things are not as concentrated as they should be. The practitioner has a lot of behind the scenes things that they do before we actually step into the room with our clients and do the injection itself. I think that there's some places that don't necessarily prioritize the safety and really are focused on the financial aspect of it. And that's something that's extremely scary. That is sort of the trend with franchise clinics. Do I think it's all of them? No, of course not. We are nurses, we are doctors, and we do have this responsibility to the general public to keep them safe. And so I'd hope that most people are willing to do that. What I have an issue with is that a lot of the franchise clinics are owned by people who are not regulated healthcare professionals. So it's a lot of times investors or business owners, and they're not necessarily doctors or nurses themselves. So when the public, or even, someone like myself, were to complain, there's nothing that the college can do, because that ends up being something that the business bureau has to take over. Because if it's not the nurse or the doctor who's in charge, there's a lot of loopholes that they can go through to kind of continue doing unsafe practices.
Interesting.
Yeah.